Hey everyone, and welcome to Stranger Things season 4 thoughts. Um, Basically, I started watching Stranger Things, and I finally got through the fourth season in 2022. The current finals, well, the second to last season, and having reached this point, I wanted to talk about it because honestly, season 4 hit home with me in a number of regards. And also, we have some time before the fifth season. As of right now, I've heard it should be in 2024, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, as for why I didn't talk about seasons 1 through 3, I enjoyed them, but I didn't have as much personal stake with what happened in those seasons. And really quick here, I'm just gonna say spoiler warning for everything Stranger Things from season 1 to season 4, because honestly, I don't know what I'm going to say. I just have some things that I wanted to talk about and address, and just say, thank you to the creators of the show, the actors, etc., for doing such a good job of portraying X, Y, and Z. And yeah. So, I guess one of the big things I want to talk about that really hit home with me was Max's story arc throughout season 4. Basically, at the end of season 3, Billy had died, and her family life was basically torn asunder. I believe, it is plainly stated that her father left. Uh, Max and her mom had to move to the trailer park, and just dealing with that. Um, it's not easy. I've dealt with loss myself before, and the way, the way that Max's character was portrayed is very real. Cutting yourself off, just kind of drifting, through the day to day stuff. It hurts like hell, and it's good to get help. And she was, with a therapist at the school, and yeah, and yeah, and I just really appreciated that. All the things that Max went through, and especially her the end of the episode called Dear Billy, I believe. You know, um, just that whole bit of Vecna, has her in his clutches and is about to, and she gets that lifeline back to reality because Robin and Nancy had gotten to talk to Victor Creel, and they'd gotten that information to Dustin, and yeah, and I know the power of music can help and heal, and I love that it was a lifeline back to reality for her. Because honestly, I've had some rough mornings, and music has helped me out with it. It's because you hear the right music and stuff. It helps energize you, helps make you feel better, it helps you forget about things, and yeah, and I just really appreciated that. It was cool. It was interesting, and it was just a really cathartic moment to see somebody come back from the brink. Um, I have not ever been there myself, but I've seen some rough things, and it's not easy being there, seeing someone on the brink, and somehow coming back like they have. And I thought that was just an awesome moment of that. Um, as for the rest of season 4, I just how this dealt a lot with guilt, grief, PTSD, just so much heavy stuff. And obviously we dealt with some heavy things in the past couple seasons, but just facing down all this darkness and coming out, victorious in some cases, but also again spoilers for season 4, in some cases not unscathed by it. Yeah, like it just really struck a chord with me, and I appreciate, the writers, the actors, everyone behind the series that made that work. This was some real lightning in a bottle kind of stuff that, like, if you didn't do it right, it wouldn't feel genuine, it wouldn't feel good, it wouldn't feel as earned. And yeah. Um I want to say, also that I loved the character Eddie. He was an outcast. He was weird, he was different, and he was who he was deep down, to the end. He didn't care what people thought. He did what he thought was fun and cool, and he was a good character, and I really liked him for who he was. And in some ways I saw a bit of myself in the character of Eddie also. So, I'm not like some fans who are like, we need to bring him back for the next season. Like, I don't know how you could without cheapening, what happened with him. So I miss Eddie, and he was a great character, and he did a fantastic job, and yeah. And I'm trying to think of like what else I really want to say about season 4 here besides, Max and Eddie were just some great characters in this. I also liked with Nancy, like, she was caught up in Vecna's grasp at one point, and just that final fight, where they're confronting him in the attic, just as she's, pumping the shotgun, just the glare of intensity, like that was a pretty cool cathartic thing too. And I mean, honestly, it's a minor detail, but like, whenever you're coming face to face with the monster, the darkness, the whatever, you don't always have that resolve, and it was cool seeing, like, she wasn't afraid, she wasn't backing down, she was marching forward, blasting him, showing him that he had no power there. Also, just the Master Puppet scene. I mean, my God, I'd heard about it, and like seeing it, most metal ever, and again, just so well done and well executed, and just holy crap! And I cannot wait for season 5. I want to see what the heck is going on there, and just, well, yeah. So season 4 was spectacular. If you're interested in Stranger Things, honestly, now would be a great time to get into it. We have some time until season 5, the final season, comes out. And honestly, like, some of the episodes do take a bit longer. Like, the first season, I think everything's about an hour, tops. By the end of season 4, the final episode is 2.5 hours. And, like, I know this because I was watching these episodes, like, oh, hey, like, a last thing before sleep. So I'd take, like, the last hour and a half or so and watch an episode. Just to find out, oh, crap, no, this one's a bit longer. And luckily I was watching it on my day off. I had the next day off, so I didn't have to sleep. Because I sleep early because of my job. But, yeah. I will admit, though, I will acknowledge it's kind of dark and messy and not for everyone. Like, I'm sure it's rated on, on the Netflix page or whatever, but yeah. I just love what they've done with the series, and I can't wait to see what else they do with it, and yeah. Stranger Things, it was a trip from season 1 to season 4, and going into season 5. Yeah, it should be fun. I don't want to bombard you guys with, crazy theories and ideas, because I don't have a whole lot of them. I do have some concerns going into season 5. And, like, basically just one of the big ones is, that, the people who faced Vecna face to face now for sure have a target on their back. Nancy, Robin, Steve, 11, and, like, I'm just concerned for them because, I'm sure, like, a lot of you, I've grown attached to these characters. I don't want something bad happening to them. And, I draw my own parallels with Steve, with his protector role. Always being the freaking babysitter. having to watch out for people. It's not easy, and it takes a special kind of character to do that. And Steve, your actor guy, which name I will put hopefully here, mad love. Like, you've done it well, and I couldn't do it better myself. And just, thanks for playing the character that way and having that growth to be this character at this point. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to really say, so looking forward to season 5. Hopefully nothing happens to the actors or characters, between now and then, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about this because, a lot of the stuff hit home with me, and I want to say at least my opinion of, you executed well, everyone involved. It's not easy, and like, even, with a big, production and name and etc. like this, like, it's sometimes good to hear for sure, just from a casual viewer, like, hey, I support what you're doing. Obviously, I'm doing my own thing, and, I get those comments and those thoughts and those opinions of, hey, I like what you're doing. And I'm trying to pay that forward, too. So, yeah, that's why I'm doing this also. Because, I'm not some reporter for this newspaper, that newspaper, who's trying to, appeal to you. I'm just a guy who's saying, hey, you did good. I loved the other seasons. I loved this season. I love what everyone's done. Keep doing what you're doing. And just, I'm just on pins and needles about, like, how season 5 is going to go. Like, how the heck do you deal with all this stuff? Like, it's going to be a challenge. But you've surprised me before with how well you've written everything and how well everyone's come together to make this happen. So, I have no doubt you have the ability to make it work. Please just make it work. The muses, whoever, just let them pull all the right strings to make this work. Man, because if this ends like another series that's final season was kind of a letdown, I will be so pissed and disappointed, man. I just want that win. And, I think facing, the bad guys of season 5 is, again, just kind of another metaphor for facing that darkness, and especially with these, young adult characters. Like, if you can face up to that darkness, maybe some of us, facing more mundane darknesses can, conquer theirs too. Yeah, obviously. Obviously I'm talking about me, but yeah, just I don't know, man, I just need that win, It would be nice to have that. And I hope you guys get that. And yeah. So again, sorry this got heavy and personal and oh my god, dude, like, it's just been rolling around in my brain the last couple weeks. I've kept pushing it off, and I'm finally doing it in this just casual one shot. Whatever I get is whatever I get. So until next time, everyone, have fun, stay safe, keep hydrated, and of course remember, every character has a story to tell. I'm Valiant Bradley James, the character investigator, the cosplay enthusiast, and of course, a big fan of Stranger Things. Till next time, peace.